Good morning, everyone. I'm your host, Sophia Samples. Let's get straight into it. In news that few saw coming, R&B artist Jhené Aiko and rapper Shawn Anderson, professionally known as Big Sean, have reportedly broken up after 10 years together. The pair has one son together, a 3-year-old named Noah. The split has not been confirmed by either party, but what has been confirmed is how they got together. It was rumored that Aiko had cheated on her husband, rapper Dot DeGenius, with Anderson back in 2016 after filing for divorce, and then being seen with Anderson just a few months later. The response from both parties was prompted from a tweet posted by Shadea Knight on November 7th that reads, "Big Sean and Jhené Aiko have broken up after 10 years. And the women have been angry at Sean for wasting Jhené's time without marrying her." But here's what those same women are ignoring. Jhené was once married to one music producer, Dot DeGenius. Lesson: when a woman cheats another man to be with you, she'll cheat on you too. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Never marry a cheater. Big Sean responded by saying that he doesn't like this energy and that he doesn't mind when people say things about him because he finds it funny. But it's frustrating having people say negative things towards her though. God bless. Jhené responded in an Instagram comment saying that she and Dot DeGenius eloped after just a couple months of dating. She explained, "Dot did not abuse me and is not a bad guy. We ultimately separated amicably due to the realization we were practically strangers who made an impulsive decision." Though, in their responses, we never got confirmation from the two that they didn't break up. We'll just have to see what happens. At the end of the day, they're people too, and they deserve respect and privacy. When they're ready to tell us how the race is going, we'll be here to watch. Speaking of races, Democratic candidates swept the dust of Republicans throughout the country. Zohran Mamdani won the New York mayoral election, beating out Curtis Sliwa and disgraced former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo in a landslide victory. Both Sliwa and Cuomo conceded their races and paid their respects to Mamdani. Mamdani, a Muslim immigrant from Uganda, has done what's considered the impossible, winning public office in one of the biggest cities in the world. Pennsylvania voters had an election for their state Supreme Court, with 3 Democratic seats up for re-election. The justices, Christine Donahue, Kevin Daughtry, and David Wecht, were all re-elected by large margins, keeping control of the court by a 3-2 margin. In New Jersey, Mikey Sherrill won her race, beating out Republican Jack Ciattarelli 56.61% to 42.8%. The state has long been considered a blue state and has not had a Republican hold statewide office in 12 years. Moving down the coast, Virginia voted in Abigail Spanberger as their first ever female governor in the state's 237-year history, beating MAGA Republican Winsome Earl Sears by a margin of nearly 15%. The votes came in with Spanberger winning by 504,277 votes. Not only did Democrats win the governor's race, they also defeated the incumbent Republican Attorney General Jason Miyares. Out west, California voters approved Proposition 50, a state constitutional amendment that will pave the way for a new congressional district map to be drawn to favor Democrats. Last episode, we spoke briefly on this subject as gerrymandering continues to become a foreground player in American politics. One thing we can't sweep under the rug is racism. We saw it play out in New York to no avail, but that doesn't stop people from showing their ugliness. Halloween is supposed to be a night of fun, good times, and going door to door asking for candy. It's 2025 and we still have to deal with blackface. Thanks to the current presidency, not only is political violence on the uprise, but so is racism in all forms. A number of conservative influencers dressed up in blackface to portray black people when the EBT hit. The specific tweet that I just mentioned comes from a conservative social media personality, Brittany Venti, a biracial woman who is white passing. On one side, we have people doing blackface for Halloween, and on the other side, you have people dressing up as Charlie Kirk after he was shot. Both of these are incredibly insensitive, no matter what side you're on. It can be argued that one is worse than the other, but at the end of the day, no one wins. All this accomplishes is creating more tension and divisiveness. What we need is to come together. This isn't a right versus left thing. This is an America versus hatred. And we can win. We will win. Stay with us after this commercial break for an update on Sean Combs.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the Appalachian Weekly News. I'm Jenna Dunning.
And I'm Hunter Boston. We have you covered on all things Ashe, Avery, and Watauga County.
Welcome back to Black at App State TV. I'm your host, Rhea Autry, and we are so happy to have you here with us today.
Bienvenidos a otro episodio Buenos Días Boone. Yo soy Natalia Guiar.
Y yo soy Denise Casales.
Hello and welcome back to another brand new episode of Can't Think Straight. Hello and welcome to this episode of Connected Cultures.
This is Adam Church, live with the Adam Church Band, RFG, baby.
Hello, and welcome to Religion and Life. I'm your host, Ozzy Ostwald.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of the A Game.
It's a good moment, you know?
Hi, Pixels.
Oh my god, no.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Welcome back, my fellow insomniacs.
We are the Mountaineers.
Let's go! To a place where you can grow.
A place to be heard.
And take a closer look.
A place where you can crush it.
And push yourself.
A place to find your voice.
This place rocks. And rolls.
A place where you can get out.
Wow! A place you'll never forget.
So where is this place? Let me show you.
Sean Diddy Combs, disgraced former music mogul, was transferred to Fort Dix Federal Prison on October 30th, and his subsequent mugshot was released. A CBS News exclusive, the previously unreleased photo gives us a look into how Combs' stay has been so far. Straight-faced and gray hair, Combs is currently just a couple of months into a 4-year-long sentence after a highly publicized trial that captured the world's attention over the summer. He's currently working as a chaplain's assistant, a role which is considered one of the more desirable assignments, according to a former prison commissioner in an interview with CBS News. Not only does he hold the title of chaplain's assistant, it also holds a level of prominence. With Combs' outside reputation damage, he has taken on one of the most respected jobs an inmate can have in Fort Dix. In addition to working, Combs is also a member of the Residential Drug Abuse Treatment Program, RDAP. RDAP is the most concentrated and comprehensive drug treatment program one can qualify for. It's rare for an inmate to be placed in the program at the start of their sentence, but completion of the program could reduce Combs' sentence by up to 25% or a year. His publicist, Judah Engelmeyer, made a statement saying, "He's an active participant and has taken his rehabilitation process seriously from the start." During the trial, Combs wrote a letter to the judge before he was sentenced, blaming drugs for his actions, in which he says, "Prison will change you or kill you. I choose to live." Combs is scheduled for release on May 8th, 2028. Now on to much happier news. Boone had its first snowfall November 10th to mixed reactions from students. It's snowing, which means it's time for holiday movies. Grammy Award-winning R&B artist Brandy Norwood and her daughter Sarai Smith will be starring in Christmas Every Day, a Lifetime premiere coming out next week, November 29th. Brandy isn't just starring in Christmas Every Day, but is also credited as the executive producer. The duo will be portraying sisters trying to get through an intense holiday season. Norwood's character, Francine, is a woman just trying to continue the traditions her late father passed on to her, while juggling a fashion career, helping to plan Sarai's character, Belle's wedding, a mother dealing with health issues of her own, and an unexpected love interest. Throughout the movie, Francine learns about faith, family, and the true meaning of Christmas. Directed by Roger Bobb, the film will include other stars such as Debbie Morgan, Jeffrey Bauer Chapman, Robert C. Riley, Bernadette Speaks, and Journey Carter. Norwood spoke about the tradition of It's a Wonderful Lifetime, the slate of holiday movies Lifetime produces and shows during the season, saying that the holidays are about family as a part of the festivities, and how she's beyond thrilled to partner with Lifetime and star with her daughter in a movie such as this. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back after this with the internet's favorite segment.
Bryce in the shotgun takes a snap. Troy sends 4. Bryce rolls left, gonna heave it deep, and it's not gonna get there. It's caught by Christian Horn. He's around the outside, and it's scored! He scored! FC wins! Holy mother meatballs! It's a touchdown for App State on a Hail Mary! Christian Horn! Touchdown!
What once were rows of crops are now hallways for growing our future. The old ways that served generations before are now the perfected paths of tomorrow. These mountains have always called to the pathfinder, the trailblazer, the innovator. The faces and structures may change, but one thing remains constant: access to higher education, here and always at App State.
I hope you've got some snacks ready. Today's Blurred Alert's got a lot of interesting stuff. Kaylee?
What is up, guys, and welcome back to Blurred Alert. On November 7th, the trailer for the Michael Jackson biopic titled Michael was released on YouTube, and in its first 24 hours of release, it had garnered 116 million views. In the teaser, we can see that Jafar Jackson, son of Jermaine Jackson, will be portraying Michael, and the resemblance is striking. The description of the film reads as the cinematic portrayal of the life and legacy of one of the most influential artists the world has ever known. The film's start dates back to 2019 when producer Graham King announced his intentions with bringing Michael's story to the silver screen. From what we can see, the movie will give us an intimate glimpse into his life before fame, as the lead of the Jackson 5, and his career as a solo artist. The movie is set to include over 30 songs with recreations of Michael's most iconic performances like Thriller, which we see in the trailer. Renowned actor Coleman Domingo weighed in and said that this biopic is going to surprise everyone. Domingo is set to play Joe Jackson, Michael's father. As someone who grew up listening to Michael Jackson on repeat, I'm interested in seeing how they're going to handle the singer's complicated life. Are you going to watch Michael when it releases in theaters? Let us know. It's out on April 24th, 2026. Staying within the movie sphere, let's talk about Guillermo del Toro's newest movie release, Frankenstein. Spoiler-free, of course. But before we get into it, let me clarify. Frankenstein is the mad scientist. The creature does not have a name. He is just Frankenstein's monster. As a fan of Robert Eggers' Nosferatu movie from last year, I've been following Frankenstein's production since it started and the cast was announced. After a limited theatrical release in October, on November 7th, the film was finally released on Netflix with the tagline, "Only Monsters Play God." The story of Frankenstein has been done many times, and now with this adaptation to add to the rest, we have to ask ourselves, what has Del Toro done differently to make it stand out? Is it something new and innovative? Would Mary Shelley herself like the film? Essentially, the film is a love letter to romance, horror, monsters, and obsession in your craft. Del Toro has been trying to get his story on the silver screen for 30 years. He's known to see things through to the end, just like Victor Frankenstein. The baseline of Frankenstein is a story between two men, Victor Frankenstein and his creation. Victor is a scientist whose life is defined by the death of his mother. This trauma sends him on an obsessive journey to overcome death itself. He wants to reach the unreachable, to create life. The film asks us what it means to be alive, what it means to be loved, and what it means to be unwanted. I'm so excited to finally sit down and watch this movie. I loved the book when I had to read it in high school, and I feel as though this adaptation could be closer to the original. And finally, some drama beyond the villa. On October 28th, Huda Mustafa and her boyfriend Louis Russell were caught off guard when a fan called into their TikTok live and called fellow Love Island co-star Alandria Carthen the N-word with the hard R. As soon as the clip was spread across social medias, Alandria took to Instagram stories with a response of her own. She encouraged her followers to donate to organizations that are dedicated to uplifting and educating the Black community, such as those like UNCF, NAACP, and the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. After this, Huda posted a series of Instagram stories to clear the air. She held herself personally accountable, she apologized to Alandria, and she donated to the NAACP. But this isn't the first time Alandria and Huda have been involved in drama like this. During the reunion, Alandria confronted Huda and asked why she hadn't addressed how her fans had been increasingly racist towards herself and Shelley. So what do we think? Was Huda's apology actually sincere, or was this the fans' plan all along? That's a wrap on Blurred Alert. We'll catch y'all next time.
Thanks, Kaylee, for your amazing work, as always. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Sophia Samples. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at @BlackAtApp. Let us know your favorite part of the episode and drop a fun fact in the comments. Stay black and stay proud. Have a wonderful day.